we had the baby room that had the crib in it that I would be in when I was young, and like it had the wallpaper was like the rolling hills of Kansas or like something where it looks like you're traveling cross country, and it would kind of put me in this mindset that wasn't very good. That wallpaper would, because it'd be like I would like it like the countryside, like, to think of it in an Irish sense, but then I wouldn't like it because I felt like I was trapped or something. And whenever Hastings was there, see, here, I can't really remember if I was in the guest room when Hastings was there or if Hastings was in the basement and that Johnny had moved out by then. But just say that Johnny was in the basement and Hastings was in the guest room. I think for some reason I remember that I was in that crib room and that we got like a different bed, and I was like right when you walk in, I think I was on the right, that there was this little twin bed that I think I slept in when Hastings was there. And the crib wasn't there anymore at that point. But BA was still young. But see, here's where it is, because she slept with my mom and dad in their bed until an old age. She really did. And see, I never slept with my mom and dad, like in the master. And in that master, I would watch DBZ after school. But like BA, she slept with my mom and dad for a very long time, and um, like every night. And then my brother was in the bunk bedroom that I moved out of, and I was in that crib room that didn't have the crib anymore, but still had the weird wallpaper. And like one time I went into the master and they were talking about Aruba, and they had the Aruba postcard that I thought was cool, and I looked at it. And then also, like, one time the hangers for clothes were on the bed, and I was moving quick and I swiped my hand past it and got this scar on my hand that was like just a single cut, and I had that scar for a long time. And then the other scar that I have is this right here. Um, if you can see it, not that dark spot. That dark spot is new. Um, let me see. Not the dark spot, but that scar is from when I went over the handlebars when we were in Carolina for a swim meet, and my dad had us ride bikes, for a team bonding building thing. And I went over the handlebars and went down a hill, and that was one of the first times I got hurt like that. And it was embarrassing to my dad, and like, it was just a big embarrassment basically. But like, I was okay, but I marked up my pinky, my left pinky. And I've had that scar. That's my main scar that I've had my whole life. I have one on my chest from spring break whenever I went in shallow water and scraped it on the bottom of the pool when I was with Reed and Bushy and Vecchio for spring break. And Archie had gone down there with some black guys in a car, and I think they might have slept in the car. I don't know, but like, let's see. But I had a pointed bone of my chest that from the pectus carinatum, even with after the brace, that I still had this point. and it was, it kind of it stuck out a little bit, and I scraped it and had this scar, but that has mostly gone away. But the pinky and the chest and just my legs from Mission Viejo, my shins were really marked up, so much so that my girl said they look purple. When I was at the health park, she's like, they look purple. And she was like astonished how bad they looked. And I tried to wear like soccer shin guards, and I would like do box jumps at the health park, and I just kind of looked like a fool probably, and I would get them all swerved around, and then I'm like, I can't use these, because they weren't like stable on my legs. Like I still would mark up my legs, mark up the shin guard from the box jumps, just missing it a little bit or whatever. But yeah, and those are some hard. That really tears up your legs if you're doing those box jumps like that and you miss it, because then I would catch myself, but like, with both hands on the box, but like it really hurts your leg, and I did that quite a few times before I left to California, and when I was at the health park with like Michael, boss, and yeah, so but I always had marked up legs, always, from just my growth spurt, kind of like growing, and then like just from falls and stuff, and like the skin is thin there, it's thin on my legs, like a like Scottish kind of, and I don't know. So thank you.